That is the boldest thing I've heard. Wow.
AFC South title and wins MVP.
Dude, I can't take you seriously.
Really?
502 games.
No way.
No way. I could have ran for 100 yards this next second.
I stopped listening halfway through because that's such a bad take.
It is time for Neutral Zone Reaction, baby. We're back. My name is Jules.
I'm Brady. Let's go.
And it is time for our annual mock draft because you know who's up on the clock right now. My Chicago Bears. I'm so ready. We've got all 32 picks coming to you today, and I'm psyched for this. I can't wait.
I'm excited. I did probably too much research on this, so we'll see what actually happens. But
Naturally,
hopefully we get something right. But we'll see. Got some good trades in there.
Hopefully the first overall pick is right. That's as far as we can hope.
I don't even know anymore.
Have you seen any of those posts where it's like CBS people trying to do the who people should draft, and some dude has taken Jane Daniels. I'm like, oh, come on now.
Oh, I did see that. That's ridiculous. That's just for clicks. They just want attention, and that's fine.
Exactly.
If they want attention, they can get their attention, but they're gonna be wrong. So that's on them.
So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip a coin to see, or a Siri coin, of course, to see who gets evens and who gets odds. And also, if you really, really want to pick for a certain team, then just let the other person know, and we'll potentially make it happen.
We do this. Let's do the same thing with proposed trades. If you really want to propose a trade and we both agree on it, we'll do it.
Yeah, of course. So, do you want heads? Since you are the visiting team, do you want heads or tails?
I want heads.
Flip a coin. It's heads. Would you like odds or evens?
Let me just look through my picks real quick. Give me odds. Give me odds.
Yeah, I wanted odds too.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
So here's how we're gonna work this. I have a shared screen that I can do with the mock draft simulator. So that's how we're gonna do this. Can you see? Well, I'm sure the viewers can see.
Yeah, I can see it.
So first overall, Chicago Bears. Who's it gonna be?
Yeah, so with the first overall pick in the NFL draft, my Chicago Bears select They select Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC. It's been written on the walls for months now. That's no surprise. We all know what's happening.
There we go.
All right, bang. The Bears now have the greatest quarterback they've ever had before he's even worn a uniform. And Jules, you got the next pick.
So the next pick, for months, I've been saying, Drake May should be the second guy going. And
I agree with that.
Up till last week, it was that case. But all of a sudden, everyone thinks that Jayden Daniels is their guy. And he's like minus 500 in Vegas right now, which is absurd to be.
Is he really? No, he was like minus 150 last night.
Yeah, well, that isn't the case anymore. I don't know if the insiders have seen something, but everyone thinks Jayden Daniels is going to be the pick now. And so I reached out to one of my boys who works with the Commanders and asked what he thinks. And he said he was locked in on May, and that now everyone's on the JD train. So
dude, that's like some insider info right there.
It is inside info. So I don't even. There we go. Jayden Daniels, second overall to Washington.
Minus
I would
400.
take Drake May, but that's not.
I would take Drake May too, but
that's not what I'm hearing.
I know. All right. Well, with the next pick, the Patriots. I feel so bad for Drake May here, but he's gonna get stuck with the Patriots. I'm sorry, dude. You could have gone to a much better team. No, I think the Patriots have to make this pick here. They have no quarterback. Their starting quarterback's Jacoby Brissett right now. They have no backup plan. Like Drake May's really good. Like people forget, like he would be number 1 overall in most years. Like last year, he would have been number 1 overall without a thought.
Drake May?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He would have been. Like he's really good. He's got all the mechanics. He's just Justin Herbert, but in a knockoff conference. I mean, he should be pretty good. So he's the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah. Well, hey, we know how UNC quarterbacks being number 2 overall go. So
yeah, and that's why thank God the Bears got number 1.
Hey, all this happened because Lovie Smith decided to throw the ball on 4th and 20 and let the Texans beat the Colts in week 17 of 2 years ago.
I'd say it worked out for all teams and then screwed the
Of course.
Oh, the
now let's talk about the Cardinals. Holy voice crack. They have a decision here because a lot of teams are calling the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Vikings are calling. I don't think they're going to pick up the phone. I don't see any way they pass on their next Larry Fitz. What about you?
Yeah, I have it playing out the exact same way. I think there's no way they can pass on Marvin Harrison. They have another 1st-round pick later. They already got a lot of capital. And, like, they need to get Kyler some weapons. He's got nothing without Diop.
Yeah. So, well, if they're going to see if Kyler's for sure the guy, they're going to need a real receiver to test that out.
Yeah.
So, Marvin's my pick at 4. And when it comes to 5th overall, you've got the selection.
Yeah, well, I don't think the Chargers make this pick here. I think this is where the Vikings trade up. I think Harbaugh wants more pieces. I haven't worked out all the details. I think it has something to do with the Vikings 2 first-round picks for the Chargers number 5, and then a little extra maybe, but we're not covering that here. And I think with the 5th overall pick, the Vikings get their next Kirk Cousins and JJ McCarthy.
I actually completely agree with that.
As a Bears fan, thank God they got him and not Drake May or Jaden Daniels.
Look how far I'm scrolling down this list to find JJ.
I know. You'll find him. Just keep it a few minutes. Yeah, there we go.
See, the thing is, also we have to do this NBA style on here because you have to have Pro Football PFF Pro to do trades in the mock.
That's fine. We know what's up. We know what's happening.
We're doing it NBA style where you have to pick someone for a team.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Incredibly
dumb. Okay. Anyways, so you got the Giants at 6. What are they going to do? They have a hole at almost every position.
They sure do. And I was thinking all evening about if I got stuck with the evens, who I was going to take here. Because the thing is, Tommy DeVito, Tommy Cutlets, was running for his life all of last season.
He was.
Not Joe Burrow. Danny Dimes. I don't know how I got to Burrow from Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was always getting sacked a billion times. So you got to think offensive line. But Joe Alt is a star left tackle. And the literal only piece of the offensive line the Giants have is their left tackle.
The only piece of the team they have.
That's
their only good position. They have nothing else on Old team.
I know. And I really wanted to take Talise Fuaga, if I'm saying that right, from Oregon State, because he's a right
top name of the draft, no doubt.
Oh yeah. He's a right tackle and they sure need that. But I think they're going to pull a Chicago Bears and, not protect their quarterback. So I think they go Malik Neighbors here and get their stud number 1.
I do too, because what is a team that has no infrastructure need? A moody wide receiver.
Of course.
Okay. Well, with my pick, with the Titans, I think the Titans don't hesitate. I think they take Joe Alt here. They got weapons for Will Levis. His best shot to succeed is to stand upright. And Taylor Lewan's gone. They need a tackle. They need it badly. And I mean, if they have the best left tackle on the board at 7, I don't know why they even think. I think they got him.
I'm also hearing that you guys can't see the draft board, so I don't know why that would be the case.
The draft board's not doing anything. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, can you not see it either?
I can see it, but most of the time you're just searching for the player, and that doesn't do anything. like I don't need to see the list.
Oh, there's no board. Yeah, I got you. Okay, we'll just return to this screen instead. So everyone can see our beautiful faces just a little bigger.
One of ours, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and
sorry, you guys got to look at Jules the whole time. We can find ourselves all we want, but you got the 8th pick coming up with the Falcons.
Well, first off, I want to talk about this Titans pick that you made because
it's a great pick.
It is a great pick, But if Joe Alt is taken by then, I think Brock Bowers has to be the pick for the Titans if Alt is gone.
If Alt is,
because he would be huge.
You don't think
he
like
would be Will Levis's safety blanket? They haven't had a tight end since Delaney Walker. And if Alt was taken before, like if I got odds and you took Alt for the Giants, not knowing that they had a left tackle already,
dude,
I would have jumped on the opportunity to get Bauer. They haven't had anyone in so long.
I don't think. I think what they would have done is I think they would have gotten an edge
for the Titans.
Yeah.
Did they re-sign Harold Landry?
I don't know, but like if you get Dallas Turner there, I think they would have done that.
I don't know if Dallas Turner is all that, but that's Tennessee fan bias, to be fair.
Well,
all he's ever done in the SEC is a scoop and score that led to a heroic comeback drive from Hendon Hooker and the boys. But anyway, I have the Falcons pick. Of course, if they don't get that pick taken away for tampering.
They're not going. I saw a report earlier. It's not going to happen this draft, so I wouldn't worry.
Well, at 8, who do we have there?
You got like almost the whole entire board.
Hey, what if they take Brock Bowers and put him with Kyle Pitts? Surely they'd be throwing to both of them.
I mean, they might with Kirk. He actually knows how to throw on field. But
I'm gonna go with Dallas here. I'm gonna go with Dallas Turner because I don't remember the last time. I don't remember the last time the Falcons had an edge rusher, and
Vic Beasley.
Pick 8 seems the right time, and you get a SEC guy from going from Bama to Georgia. I don't see. I have a Falcons fan friend. Brayton's texting me, says crickets after that one. You don't want Dallas? I wouldn't want Dallas either, personally.
I think he's good. I think the Bears might draft. If he falls to the Bears, I think it's a good pick.
I think he's Did you see him after the Michigan game? He's like, I'm out. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm like,
he knows his future. I don't see a problem with that.
He's just. I don't think he'll have it.
I don't see.
Think he was always the number 2 to Will Anderson. He's never that dude. And to be the number 1 edge in this draft class just shows how weak the edge class is. To be honest. I don't know. Maybe he'll be good, but I'll go with the Falcons taking Turner. I don't love that pick, but I don't know what else. They need an edge rusher.
All right. Well, I got the Bears here.
Oh, hold on. Brayan does like the Falcons pick, so props to us for making the right Atlanta selection.
Good for us. Well,
all right. Let's talk Chicago Bears. What you got?
So there's been a lot of reports today about Rome Odunze.
Have there?
You saw it. Apparently, he was training with. I saw this right before the show. He was training. Caleb Williams was training with Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and Rome Odunze in Chicago.
Are you serious? I didn't see this.
I don't know. It just got reported, and then he flew with Rome to Detroit for the draft.
Was it from CTESPN?
I don't know who it was. Oof.
He's like,
it was something reliable.
He's like, per my trusty sources, and it's just like Brady's frat brother pretending to, be.
No, it was a reliable source. We actually have our guest right here, but the Bears aren't making this pick.
Oh,
who is it?
Did I click for the Titans?
Let me know if you can hear him.
You hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay.
Okay.
This is what I got. This is what's happening at 9. If you want to announce it.
Ooh, is that?
That's like our mock, but I have the pick.
Right now.
That's right now. That's up.
All right.
Announce it.
So the Colts go to 9. Trade with the Bears and select Brock Bowers.
Hold the phone. You're telling me we would trade down 1 pick 2 years in a row?
No, the Colts are at 15.
Oh, they are. No, I don't like that pick. I think
it's a good idea.
I want us to stay. Okay,
thank you, JP.
Kind of like being at 9.
I'm taking over the podcast.
I think it's a good pick.
Brady didn't even make his own. Who would you have taken at 9, Brady?
If I was the Bears right now at 9,
yeah,
probably either the Penn State tackle or Rome Odunze. But I think the Bears are going to trade back because listen. Because I think if Dallas Turner was there, I would have taken Dallas Turner, not traded back. But after Dallas Turner, I think there's a gap between him and the next best edge rusher. There's also a gap between Joe Alt and the next best tackle. The Bears, as excited as Rome Odunze would be, The Bears don't need him. They have Cole Kmet. They get a receiver later. They have Keenan Allen. They have DeAndre Swift. They have DJ Moore. Like, they're not shallow receiver. And also, Ryan Poles has never been the person to luxury spend to make luxury picks. I mean, the Bears could have done – the Bears – remember when there was all talks about, like, JSN last year for the Bears? He took a right tackle. I mean, the Bears are not a team to make luxury picks. I remember his first draft took a corner and a safety with his first 2 picks. Like, so Ryan Poles takes what the Bears need. He doesn't take luxury picks, and Rome was a luxury pick.
So who do you have what do you have the Colts giving us in return?
15, a second, and maybe another later pick. Nothing else in the first.
I mean, I'd like a little more than that, but
I mean, I'm not worried about the compensation. I just think the Colts are going to trade up, and we're not going to get another first for that pick this year. Maybe we can get a first next year or something. I don't know what the point system is for the picks, but that would bump us down to 15, which I'll make that selection later. But I think the Colts. I think Brock Bowers is a great move.
You're going to let it. Yeah.
Listen.
Okay.
I have the odds, A, and B. Brock Bowers. This is a great trade for the Colts because they're going to overpay for Brock Bowers because AR needs. Think about what that would do for Anthony Richardson.
Oh, I totally agree. I think Brock Bowers.
The Colts are going to pay us bank for that pick, and it's a great move for them, so they would look good. It's a win-win situation, 100%. And I have a great pick for us at 15.
I think the Colts are an incredible destination for Brock Bowers. Like one of the top places he could go.
100%.
I did a mock on my own. I think I might have had the Colts getting him at 15, but
there's no way he drops to 15. I'd be happy if the Bears got him at 9, to be honest. I'd almost rather that than Rome Odunze. Like, he's just so good.
Never mind. In my mock on my own, I had Brock 7 to the Titans because I had Joe Alt going earlier.
Yeah, which is also a good pick. You got the Jets at 10.
Jets at 10. This is Oh, that's how I filter positions. Jets got to go offensive line. They have
to. You think so?
100%. I would go probably Olu. I'm going to screw this up. Olumuyiwa Fashion.
It's a top name in the draft, no doubt.
It is. They got to get. Yeah. They have to protect Aaron Rodgers and whoever ends up playing quarterback thereafter. So, Jets take an offensive lineman. Okay. Chargers are up.
Well, wait. So who'd you take? You took the Penn State dude?
Yeah, I took Olu.
All right. So this is interesting because I didn't think Rome would be available.
Well, I didn't either. I thought the Bears would take him.
The Chargers need a receiver. But,
I mean, this is a no-brainer, Brady. Come on now.
No, it's not. Because, think about it this way. It's that or Talise Fuaga, however you say his name.
No way.
Listen.
Chargers pass on Malik at 5 and Rome at 11.
But listen. Talise Fuaga. Listen, this dude is the best.
I'll put
this dude is the best run. This dude is the best run blocking tackle in the draft. He's a mauler, and that's exactly what Harbaugh wants.
I understand how good he is, but I'm saying the literal number. Who's Justin Herbert throwing the ball to? Besides Josh, absolute stud from
they
UT,
but they have 2 first-round picks. Okay. You're forgetting that.
I get it. I just don't think they pass on Rome and Malik. I get it that they have a lot of positions in need.
I think Harbaugh takes his guy. I think they go Talise Fuaga.
Maybe. You might be right. I might be 100% wrong. All right. Talise Fuaga to the Chargers. And then you got
the Broncos. Denver. This is an interesting pick.
It is because I don't see any realistic, any real shot that they leave this draft without a quarterback.
I'm agreeing with you there.
But they also don't need to reach for Bo Nix at 12.
So what are you proposing?
I'm proposing they trade down.
Yeah, with who?
To a wide receiver needy team since Rome is still sitting here somehow.
Yeah.
Who is
the Bills?
I'm looking at the Bills would have to.
The Bills would have to far up. Haul. The Jags.
I'm looking more like. Oh, I'm looking
the Chargers with their next. The Chargers trade up with their 2nd first-round pick.
Steelers at 20, honestly, because the Steelers just lost Deontay Johnson.
You're right. You are right.
All right, Steelers are trading up to 12.
All right.
Steelers are making a move. They go up to number 12 and draft Rome Odunze.
Really? Okay. And the Broncos get 20, I assume?
Broncos get 20 and some other, I don't know, next year's first or this year's second and third. I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever they decide on. I don't think the Broncos stay put at 12. They can get value and still walk out of this draft with their quarterback.
Okay.
On to the Raiders.
The Raiders need a lot.
They do.
And honestly,
do they go quarterback, or do they stick with Stevenson legend Aiden O'Connell?
I don't know. Oof. I initially had the Raiders getting the Penn State tackle here. But now that he's gone, now that the Oregon State guy's gone, I don't think they do that. They don't need a pass rusher.
Yeah, they don't need a. That's like the only thing they don't need.
I know. Do you think they go corner here? Maybe
they could. There's some good dudes available.
Honestly, yeah. I think they got Quinyon Mitchell, the Toledo guy.
Quinyon Mitchell's your first corner off the board.
He ran a 4.3. This guy is so Raiders.
He is so Raiders.
He's a flashy player. I think he's the first corner off the board. I think the Raiders snag him at 13.
That's a solid pick.
Yeah, I mean, I had to mix up. This is where I'm starting to. I've been right with almost every pick that we've taken so far. Now it's getting mixed up a little bit. I had the Broncos taking Bo Nix in my box.
Yeah, so. I did too, but I don't think they stay at 12.
Fair. All right, you got the Rams. Can I propose something here?
You can propose it. I don't know if the Saints will listen.
Well, so in my mock, I had the Saints trade out with the Rams actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because listen. Aaron Donald retired. The Rams need an inside
that's
force.
Where I was going with the Rams pick too.
And Johnny Newton is still on the board.
Johnny? You mean Jairson?
Yeah, Illinois call him Johnny Newton.
Oh, you do? You would know.
Yeah, he's a stud. But anyways, he's still on the board. He's not going to be there much longer. I think there's a very good chance that the Rams trade up a couple of picks and get their next. Hopefully, someone to try to fill Aaron Donald's shoes. That's a proposal. It makes sense for both sides.
I've seen some ups and downs about whether Byron Murphy is the top D tackle.
Yeah, I've seen that too. So I heard the Bears like Byron Murphy, to be honest.
Oh wait, the Bears are up next. Yeah. All right, well, I get to make the Bears pick if you're making this pick.
No, I didn't say I was making this.
On my even number. That's what I heard.
Do you want to do that? I'll do that. That's fine.
Yeah, let's do it. So you'll take Jairson Newton.
So the Rams trade up with the Saints. they just swap first, later compensation. And the Rams take Zaire Johnny Newton, the Illinois defensive tackle. He's a stud. He's an animal. And yeah, he'll hopefully fill some of the shoes of Aaron Donald. Now you got the Bears.
Not Bears.
I want to say what I would do with the Bears pick after you go.
All right. Well,
what I think they'll do. I don't know what they'll do, but this is what I think.
So here's the thing. The whole time leading up to the draft, I was thinking if the Bears are at 9, we got to go either Rome or Bowers. Like one of those, or Neighbors if he falls, which would be incredible.
If Neighbors falls, we should, not hesitate.
It's definitely possible. I was thinking we go offense. I know we need an edge rusher, but I just don't love any of the edge rushers here. Latu's good. Jared Verse is good. I think the biggest team need after watching the Packers game last year and seeing what we did in free agency, which was not that much on this front, was we signed a bunch of mid or backup interior linemen. I'm going to go get our guy who I've been talking about all offseason. Give me Jackson Powers Johnson.
I don't like that. I think that's a reach. That guy's projected in the mid-20s. That's a reach.
You know what? We reached for Darnell Wright, and look how that turned out.
We didn't reach for Darnell Wright. He was going to go in the next 4 picks. He was
projected mid-20s or late 20s.
No. He was projected teens. We took him at 10. And also, Darnell Wright's a stud. Darnell Wright's a stud. No, he was projected
Howard Johnson is going to be our center he's going to be our next Jason Kelce. You need I think it's more important to protect Caleb Williams with this pick than go with an edge rusher who either A, broke his neck or whatever Latu did a couple years ago, or B, Jared Verse, who is good. He's a stud, but he's 2 years older than all the other prospects, I believe. I think he's 23. I'd rather take an edge rusher who's 21, you know?
Fair. What I did with this pick,
with the Bears.
I took Latu with this pick.
Well, I'm evens. Do you want to swap evens and odds now?
No. I'm just saying what I would have done because it was technically my pick.
Oh, as the Bears. I thought you meant
as the Bears. No, as the Bears, I would take in the UCLA edge.
Latu? Okay.
Yeah, I think they got to come out of this draft with an edge. He's just very explosive. I think he's good. I think if you don't consider his injury history, I think he would have gone a lot higher, but I think that's a risk the Bears have to take. And Jared Verse is good, but Jared Verse, like, think about the guys the Bears like Montez Sweat's 6'6", Laiatu Latu 6'5". Jared Verse is big, but he doesn't have a long wingspan. He's got shorter arms, and that's not what the Bears want. The Bears want these long, lanky animals. I think Latu, how we say his name, fits that description. So I think that's who the Bears would pick.
I mean, we can
agree to disagree. I see what you're saying. Oh, it's a top 5 name in the draft. That's not a doubt.
Absolutely.
But that's not what you. I mean, the Bears drafted Darnell Wright last year. It was a very boring name, and he's pretty good. So.
Okay. Well, I think Latu's a better fit for a right now contender, personally.
Okay.
All right. Seattle Seahawks. Do you want to swap evens and odds, or do you want me to keep going with evens?
Let's just keep it how it is.
All right, I'll keep it. And I got the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, to be honest. Because in my original mock, I had them going with Jackson Powers Johnson.
Yeah.
I think that they could use some O-line help. I think I don't know. I'm not really sure what's up with Seattle. They're like, I obviously predicted them to go so far this year. There's a lot of good corners still available, but they don't need that after they just drafted Witherspoon last year. They could go Byron Murphy. They could go Fountainu, Latham. I don't think they go receiver again. This is a tough pick. They might just go best available. It says on here, team needs edge. I don't think they need an edge. You know what? They'll bulk up on the O-line. Let's go Troy Fountainu. He stays.
Goes
from Washington to Seattle.
That's who I had them taken.
Stays in Washington. Oh, you had him taking him too?
Yeah, they just had a choppy tackle situation. I think they cleaned that up.
Cool.
Like, they're not going to take a quarterback, right?
What?
There's no way they take a quarterback, right? You don't think so?
I don't think so. Jack, hold on. Now that we're on the back half of the draft, boom, new back screen.
Nice, very smooth. Okay, with my next pick, the Jags. I was thinking what the Jags need. They need receivers and they need a corner. And it's a very deep receiver draft. It's not a deep corner draft. So I think they take Nate Wiggins. 6'2" guy at Clemson.
Really?
I think he's good. Yeah.
Wow. Both the Bama guys are neither the first two corners.
No, they're not.
Interesting.
So yeah, I think the Jags beef up their cornerback room, and I think they get Nate Wiggins, Clemson. And you are now on with the Bengals.
I respect it. Bengals, I 100% think that they're going to take Byron Murphy with this pick if he's still available, because
that's why I have them taken. Yeah,
they're looking for their next Geno Atkins. Stick Byron Murphy on the squad. I would think that's their play.
Yeah.
Now you traded the Rams pick to the Saints. So who?
Yeah, so the Saints are here. So I actually went back and forth on this pick. I feel like the Saints, like, they're kind of just mid at everything. Like, they are.
I totally agree with you. Saints are
honestly, when you're mid, like, I don't think they go receiver. Oof. I don't know. They could go receiver here. Honestly, yeah, I think they go receiver. I think they have Brian Thompson Jr., the guy at LSU.
That's who in my mock I had him taken at 14 originally.
Yeah, he's an animal. I think they go. I had him falling initially, but I'm going to change it. I think they take him here.
Okay, I like that pick. The Chargers won't be very happy about that one.
the guy I have the Chargers taking is still on the board, actually.
Really? Because I would think that they'd want Brian Thomas if they were waiting on a receiver.
Yeah, well, maybe not, but your pick.
So back to the Denver Broncos, and sure enough, their boy Bobo's Gyros is.
Oh God!
Is that just the Illinois thing, or is that across the country? Speaking of food, speaking of food, let's thank our special sponsors, Culver's.
Yeah, Culver's. Wait, it's on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, gotta love the Culver's poster back
there.
Gotta
love the menu.
We love Culver's. So after this episode, go grab yourself a butter burger with fries or
some late night custard.
Frozen custard, of course.
Gotta do it.
I haven't eaten yet, so I'm honestly starving.
Dude, I already ate, but you're making me hungry again.
So
some food.
Broncos are gonna get Bo Nix to pair with Zach Milfson, of course.
Oh, obviously.
As a lethal 1-2 punch in the quarterback room.
Love it.
And now you've got the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, so
I think there's a clear pick here. But
we'll
see what you think.
Well, I initially had them taking JPJ.
Okay, so you had them taking JPJ at 21, but you're saying 15 is a big reach.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you. It's all name value.
Absurd. If this dude's
name was Jim John, he wouldn't be a first round pick. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I'm intimidated of a Jackson Powers Johnson at
his name is Power.
The D line.
That's kind of cool.
I think the name bonus gives him some extra value there.
Well, anyways, I think that they take J.C. Latham, the Bama guy. I think they give him a guard to replace Robert Hunt. I don't think the Dolphins, what do they need? They got edge rushers.
Latham isn't a guard, is he?
I think maybe I'm wrong. I thought he was actually playing guard in the league.
Maybe he will.
That's not who I would have gone. Who'd you think?
I think they just lost Xavier Howard, and Jalen Ramsey has been injury prone. I say you gotta go with Terrion Arnold or
I don't know. I don't love the corners. I don't love the corners this year. I really don't.
I think some people have Terrion Arnold going in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
That feels like a stretch, but I mean, Bama corners are Bama corners, I guess.
I think Kool-Aid's overrated for sure. He's a pass interference merchant.
It's a name value thing. It's like JPJ.
All right, the Eagles.
Okay, what do you have the Eagles doing here?
I mean, the Eagles are gonna if Miami's not taking Terrion Arnold, the Eagles are taking Terrion Arnold because they need some secondary help badly. So welcome.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. Okay, well, I got the Chargers now.
To the Chargers.
We talked about receiver earlier.
We did.
I think they want. The guy who I think they're going to take is still on the board. I think they take Adonai Mitchell, the 4-2 guy from Texas.
Personally, not a fan of this pick.
Why? He's a burner. You think Jim Harbaugh's going to...
The dude they picked last year is a carbon copy. And
no, he's not. Adonai Mitchell.
Adonai Mitchell's a jump ball receiver.
Adonai Mitchell is a... Oh my God, I picked the wrong Texas receiver.
Oh, you have time to switch if you want.
I meant Xavier Worthy. I was thinking the wrong dude.
I was going to say, there's no way they pick another Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, no, they're going to take Xavier Worthy. They're going to stretch the field. Herbert can throw it 900 yards. So I think Harbaugh's going to want a guy to stretch the field. What?
The Chiefs won't be happy about that pick.
But that's too bad. Yeah, I think Harbaugh's going to love this guy. I think that's where they go. Now you got the Cowboys.
Dallas.
The Cowboys were going to go big this offseason, right? So let's see what they do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at this team needs page right now.
Yeah.
They have listed 7 different positions for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys? Who's the Cowboys running back?
They can't take a running back in the first round. There's
no. They don't have a running back on their roster. Deuce Vaughn, come on.
They'll get one in the second round.
I hope so. They need something.
I don't think they would go there here. Cowboys. Who did I have the Cowboys taking in my own? They have so many team needs. They could.
Oh, so many.
They're such a good team that they shouldn't have this many gaps.
No, they have so many gaps.
I remember the Cowboys lost Tyron Smith.
Yep, that's where I have them going.
I have them going offensive tackle. Let's go Amarius Mims, big dude from Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia offensive lineman. I mean, can't go wrong there.
You don't know anything about this dude. You do not know a thing about this dude other than his name when he went to Georgia.
And he's a big dude. I know
he's a big dude. That is every SEC tackle. Okay.
Of course.
I got the Packers. Okay, I think the Packers make history here.
Oh my God! There's no way you have them taking a receiver without Rodgers.
Oh no, it's not the type of history. I think they take Cooper DeJean, The white corner from Iowa. I mean, their secondaries had issues. They lost a couple of guys. Jair's not necessarily happy there. We could say this guy can also play safety. People love him.
Man.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Hey.
I think it'd be hilarious to have a white corner in football.
Well,
yeah, I think it's a good pick for the Packers, regardless.
The Packers lost. They lost Simone Biles' husband to the Bears.
I know, and that's a huge loss. Huge loss to the secondary. They need someone to fulfill that. And what's more historic, Simone Biles' husband or the first white corner in 20 years? I mean, like, come on. Like, values here, people. So I think they take Cooper DeJean. I think, and now you got the Bucks. Yeah, what are the Bucks gonna do?
I do have the Bucks. They've got options here. They've got some good options. Because I had one guy that I was planning on taking for the Bucks, but Latu and Verse are still there, both of them.
Oh my God, there's both. I forgot Latu was there too. Yeah,
they're both still available.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm still gonna stick with my guy.
Really? Okay.
Think about who they lost, what their biggest piece was that the Bucks lost in free agency this year. Brady's like, oh, I have no ball knowledge. I don't know anything about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Wait, did they lose Lavonte David?
I'm not sure, but I do know they lost Devin White.
Right. Well, I got the position right.
The heart of their defense. So let's go with Peyton Wilson. Yeah. Let's go with Peyton Wilson to replace
the NC State linebacker.
Replace Devin White. Yeah, didn't he win all these awards last year?
Yeah, he's the only off-ball linebacker that's going to go in the top 50.
Yeah, I think Devin White he's on the Eagles now, I believe. So Buccaneers go linebacker here, and still two of these edge rushers. You think they take that over?
All right, well, the Cardinals are up. I think the Cardinals, just given what they've been doing, they got Marvin. I think they got a safer pick here. I think they take Jared Verse.
I agree. I think that's a good spot.
I don't think he even lasts this long, but if he's there, I think the Cardinals gladly will take him.
Yeah. And now the Bills.
Yeah.
I don't know if so. Josh Allen kind of likes a guy like Adonai Mitchell to throw the ball up to and just huck it up there and hope he's there. But I'm gonna stick with somebody else. Let's go Keon Coleman from Florida State.
I had him going to the Chiefs.
Dog.
Why is he so low? I don't know why he's not like in the top 20 pick. He's so good.
He's real good. I think the Bills are thrilled to get him here.
Oh, of course they will be.
Did they get a first round? No, they got a second rounder for Diggs. Yeah, so they can work on their other spots, but they're going to need a guy for Josh to throw to.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
And now the Detroit Lions.
I hate this, but the Lions are going to take Latu. The fact that he's still on the board, like why would they not do that? Like the Lions, they do a lot of dumb stuff, but they're not that dumb. But they're gonna take Latu. I mean, some people think he's gonna go to the Bears at 9. If they get him at 29, that's a crazy value.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't think they blink. I don't even think they blink. I think that's their pick.
Put him opposite of Hutchinson could be scary.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you got the Ravens.
Yeah, on to the last few picks. So
this is where the mock gets tough because you don't have someone's gonna trade back in the first round. The Broncos gonna come. Let's see what quarterbacks. I guess the only big name quarterback left is Penix.
Penix is the only. I don't. Maybe the Giants trade up for Penix.
No, they don't even need. They don't need to really, because who's going to take it? I mean, think about who's in front of them. They got the rest of the first round. They're not taking him. The Panthers aren't. Commanders, Patriots, Cardinals aren't taking him. The Chargers aren't taking him. There's no team in front of them that would take a quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. So Baltimore.
Unless the Patriots want to double down.
Baltimore's got their. Who did they lose anyone in free agency?
I don't even know. The Ravens just they're always good. I know I have them taking, but I don't know how solid it is.
Look up real quick if Jadeveon Clowney is still on the Ravens.
Oh no, he's not. I don't remember where he went, but he left.
He's not. All right, then let's go. I don't think they're gonna take a receiver here. It just doesn't give me wide receiver vibes. They took Zay Flowers last year. I'm sure they.
Sure.
I mean, they lost Odell, but he wasn't that big. That big.
Doesn't do anything.
Offense. I'm gonna stick with an upside guy here. I think I'm kind of just saying that.
Yeah, there's no logic on that. Okay.
They like to have this depth on the edge and on the defensive line. They just signed Matabuke again. Let's go Chop Robinson, another top 5 name in the draft.
Good pick. That's who I would have the Niners taking, to be honest.
Hey.
All right, well, if he's gone, I'm going to have the 49ers take Adisa Isaac. I don't know how to say his last name. It's got 2 C's. But this is the Penn State. This is from Penn State, maybe. He's the next
Penn State edge.
He's the next highest edge. I mean, the Niners lost Eric Armstead. They lost a lot of pieces this offseason. They lost Chase Young. They need to replenish there. They need someone cheap. They need someone good.
I think this is the guy. You don't have them going with offensive linemen here, to be honest.
Why? What linemen are even like?
Because they struggled in the Super Bowl with that.
No, they just come block Chris Jones. That's one player.
Maybe.
I don't know. It was also only a few plays. I mean, I don't know. I think their line's been good all year. I'm not going to freak out over a couple plays in one game. I think they're going to get edge help. I think they need edge help too. Like outside of Bosa, who do they have in that front 4? I don't think they have anyone
in the front 4 of their defense.
Yeah,
they have Nick Bosa.
Yeah, besides Bosa.
Buckner's on the Colts.
Buckner's been gone for a while.
He's on the Colts for they have the guy Kinlaw. He's pretty good.
They did. Did they sign Javon Hargrave? Am I wrong?
Maybe so. Yeah. All right. You still want to go with Isaac?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my pick.
All righty. And with the 32nd pick,
the Chiefs. They always do some random thing that nobody cares about, and then it works out.
A lot of people have him going receiver. A lot of people have him going Xavier Worthy.
Xavier Worthy's not available.
He's not available. Adonai Mitchell's available. I'm going to stray away from that and go with the fact that L'Jarius Sneed is now on the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So they need a new cool named cornerback.
Oh, there's a very cool named quarterback.
There is a cool named quarterback, but it is not going to be Kool-Aid McKinstry. Give me Ennis Rakestraw Jr. to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Who is Ennis Rakestraw Jr.?
Ennis Rakestraw Jr. was a standout cornerback for the Missouri Tigers.
Really? All right. Mizzou was loaded this year. They were good.
They were good. So I think it'll make me happy to see someone taken in the first round.
I actually had a little edge right. I had them. Do you know Darius Robinson, the Mizzou edge?
I have heard of him. Yes.
I initially had him going first round until some stuff got mixed up. So Mizzou could have someone go first round. Just good for them.
They could.
Illinois has got a top 20 pick, but yeah, good for the SEC. Good for the fake SEC school.
Of course.
Yeah. Dang, that's the draft.
I know that went kind of quick.
With the first pick in the second round, the Panthers are gonna move down to the XFL.
Do the Panthers have a second round pick?
Unfortunately, they do.
Oh no,
we have their second rounder. We have their next year. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
so hopefully they suck again.
The chances of us actually making that pick are slim to none. It's almost a guarantee. I can just smell it. Pulls trades away next year's Carolina second rounder for some random dude. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Okay, this might be crazy. Think about it this way. If we don't leave this draft with Rome Odunze, just hypothetical, what if we trade that pick for Ayuk? He's kind of been wanting to get out of San Fran.
I like that. And then we can go on the graphic and see Bryce Young traded for Tyreek Stevenson, Caleb Williams,
Keenan Allen.
Tyreek Stevenson, Keenan Allen.
All right.
All right. I said done all right already. Brandon Ayuk. But yeah, just keep the gift that keeps on giving.
It really is.
It's just like
or we turn that next year's second. Who knows? Maybe we'll trade back for Khalil Mack.
No, what the funniest thing would be? The funniest thing is if the Falcons lose their pick next year, the Panthers get the 1 pick and we get the 32nd overall pick.
You're so right.
So it's like the Chase Claypool situation, but in reverse.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well,
thank God for the Panthers.
That's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, wow.
It swooshed by real fast. 2 years, man.
Dang. That's crazy.
2 full seasons of NZR. Thank you all so much for
thank you, everyone. Way to blast.
Being the best fans. We're super grateful. Thankful for you joining me on this, Brady.
Yeah, thank you for Jules proposing this idea. It was a lot of fun.
I know. And of course, Vic for being a big part of Vic's picks on season 1, obviously. But any final words of the pod before we sign off?
All I'm gonna say is the Bears are in a better place now than they were when we started this thing.
You know what? That's a great way to end it.
So I don't know. I'm not gonna say that was our doing, just solely our doing, but I'm not gonna say there's not a correlation there. So
you know what?
The Bears are a lot better now than they were 2 years ago when we started this. So I'm happy.
We sure are. Well, yeah, I hope.
Look at us.
Look at this.
Look at us.
I would say for the badge, which is a soccer thing, but I don't have a Bears logo on the jersey. I have a Bears logo on the hat. It's the NFL draft hat. It's fitting for the day, for the occasion. So.
What year was that draft hat?
2016. Yeah, 2016.
Is it the Leonard
We took
Floyd
Leonard
pick?
Floyd.
Yeah, 10th overall.
We had the 9th overall pick that year too, and we traded back 2 spots. Tampa took Vernon Hargraves the 3rd, I believe.
Yeah.
And then we took Leonard Floyd at 11.
Dang, it's a long time ago.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Bear down.
Everyone. Thank you for watching.
Neutral Zone Reaction out.